You in a bit of shock?
Oh, shock's not the right word. Yeah, disappointed. It was not the performance we wanted to put out there, clearly. Thought we had a good week. Thought we had we thought we knew it was really clear what we needed to do, and we just, didn't get any of those focuses that we went into the game with done. Yeah, they played with a higher intensity, which we didn't deal with, which, really disappointing.
The numbers
in the midfield, the numbers are extraordinary.
Extraordinary, yeah. Well, they did a good job to lock down Caleb and Andy. When we supported the contest, their halfbacks got involved. Thought they supported the contest well with their forwards, and which emptied out our backline a little bit. We didn't handle their surge game off that. We just couldn't get anything proactive going all night. So, got smoked around clearance, but we got beaten both sides of the ball as well. Ground ball's a key indicator for them, and they just beat us at that all night.
Caleb had his lowest disposal tally in 5 years. What did you see from what they were doing? They just seemed to be maintaining contact with him at every stoppage.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, playing inside his jumper. So they did that with Andy as well. Shut those two down, and then their probably key player in there got off the chain in McRae. So disappointing.
Is this team becoming too reliant on Caleb and Andy to star? And if they don't, then you're in trouble?
Don't know whether it's that black and white, but you could say that on the back of tonight, absolutely, especially around our clearance work. Youngie went out of the game, and it's become a little bit thin in there.
Are you concerned about the emotional roller coaster that they're riding when they're in the game emotionally and starting like that? Then they're playing well. When they aren't emotionally high, they come and play like this in the Geelong game and the Melbourne game.
Not sure whether that's the way I would frame it. I'm concerned about our consistency, absolutely, and whether that's on emotion or I think it's on more on behaviour. But when we get challenged early in games, and I'm not sure we're up for the fight. And you can't be that team. Clearly, our consistency has been not where it needs to be early part of the season. And the main message after the game to the players is, are we up for the challenge that an AFL season confronts us with? Because we can't be that team that has the high highs and the low lows. We want to be a really consistent team that goes back to zero each week, understands what each team's strengths are, and be willing to, prepare week in, week out to be that consistent team we need to be. And the results would show we're not at the moment. So we've got some work to do, but I'm sure we're up for the fight.
You pulled a lot of levers this year with selection, with moving players all around the field, with yelling them at different points and big meetings and stuff like that, and it's still coming out like this. Are you concerned that this team isn't what everyone thought it might be?
No, I'm not. No. Our consistency is not good enough. But I think we've shown that we can play some really good footy. So my job and club's job is to make sure that we put a consistent performance out each week, and understand our fans will be really disappointed. We're really disappointed, but we're going to work our backsides off to become a more consistent team that can produce our top end footy more regularly.
Do you feel your team might take some other sides lightly, perhaps, like that they shouldn't be, but obviously because we know how tight the comp is, but like Sydney, Melbourne and tonight, probably games most people thought you were going to win, and they've sort of come out with performances that probably...
The Sydney game's a bit different, that was early in the season, but I don't know, we'll have to look at that clearly. I think we were well prepared for St Kilda tonight. Nothing in the week, and I'll think about it a little bit more. It's still fresh, but nothing in the week gave me alarm bells that we were going to walk into this game. Think it's easy. So do a bit more of a deep dive. Clearly disappointed. Clearly we need to become more consistent. Whether we're taking teams lightly or not. I know it looks like that on face value tonight, but nothing I saw during the week showed me that.
First half, I mean, your half-time score was your third lowest in history, and you're playing
Sure.
under a roof, under perfect conditions. It seemed like also, as well as St Kilda were playing as well, but it seemed like you guys were playing a bit within yourselves and not really willing to take any risks at all. Did you see that way as well, to an extent?
I didn't get the contest right. We were forced early, in particular, to start all our chains up from our back 50 because we couldn't defend their ball movement chains, which puts you on the back foot. You have to transfer the ball through every player on the field. When we're playing our best, we're taking away time and space, and we're turning the ball over areas that make it easier to attack. So I didn't see the start of the game as a ball movement thing. Like, got to get away from that, and we won't judge it on that. We were beaten in the contest, post clearance, pre clearance to start with, and then we couldn't defend our front half. So you put a lot of strain on your ball movement there, and maybe their ball movement was good enough, but it was well down the list of issues. So sometimes, well, not sometimes, all the time, you need to go in thinking that we're going to hunt the ball, we're going to hunt the man, we're going to get into the game based off our contest, we're going to get into the game based on how we defend, and that allows you to play the game we need it to be played, and it also puts the opposition on the back foot. We just let the game become so easy for St Kilda from the start because we didn't get the contest right and we didn't put any pressure on their ball movement with our defence. So I think that's where it started. Understand, our basics with ball in hand were really ordinary from very early in the game, and that just puts your teammate under pressure when you miss handballs and don't give it to them in good spots, and just put so much pressure on ourselves.
How much worse would it have been without Brendan Cox and Alex Pearce?
Yeah, well, I think we saw how much pressure that they got put under as the game went on, and even they succumbed to it. They were holding us up. Our back line was holding us up early when they were under field position pressure, which sort of kept us in the game. But the weight of numbers got us in the end.
Was it the same hamstring for Hayden Young?
Yeah.
How serious does it look?
We'll get a scan, but it doesn't look great. Yeah, it looks serious.
Yeah, that's the second in 2 months or something. So
Third.
That must be concerning that it's
Yeah,
repeated over and
it
over
is
again.
concerning. Yeah, it doesn't look great.
Does this result have you questioning yourself?
I think everyone at the football club at the moment should be questioning themselves. The first thing I look at after a performance like that, and any good leader should, is what did I get wrong? Like, I'm not sitting here blaming the players, Craig. Like, I've got to look at my own performance this week, and am I contributing to us being an inconsistent team? So, of course, I'm going to question myself. Can't just sit here and say that's all on the players.
So earlier in the week, your captain caused quite significant offence and distress to the Jewish community. I mean, will he apologise at any stage or not?
I'm not going to sit here and talk to Piercy. I know the club's had discussions with Piercy. I wasn't involved in those discussions. So I'll probably leave that one to go.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.